Namaste, welcome to Krishna Yoga Vidya. Have you ever thought what actually stretches when we do yoga? Is it your muscles or something deeper? So, today let us understand the basic building blocks of our body, that is tissues. So, what is tissue? A tissue is a group of similar cells that working together to perform a specific function. For example, just like a yoga class has students doing the same practice, same as cells doing the same work form a tissue. So the cells doing the same work together to form a tissue. So these tissues are four types. The first one is muscle tissue, nervous tissue, connective tissue and epithelial tissue. So muscle tissue, when you lift your arm, when you bend your body, or when you hold the yoga pose, what actually doing the work? It is your muscles. So muscles are the tissues that help us move our body. So if there is no muscles, no movement. For example, if muscles do not work, we cannot even lift a finger also. So these muscle tissue are three types: skeletal muscles, smooth muscles and cardiac muscles. Skeletal muscles. These skeletal muscles covers our whole skeleton from top of our head to toe. And smooth muscles, these are present inside of our organs. And cardiac muscles present in heart. So how these muscles are actually work? The muscles are work in two main types. The first one is contraction, shortening. For example, so when you bend your arm, okay, the muscles are tightening and the muscles are shortening, right? So the muscles become tight. So this is contraction, okay. And the second one is relaxation, okay. When you stretches your arm, the muscle become long and lengthening. So this is relaxation. So yoga is the balance of contraction and relaxation. Stretching muscles, flexibility. Okay, when we stretch in yoga, muscles become longer and flexible. For example, Padahastasana, forward bend. Okay, when you bend forward, your back muscles and leg muscles become longer and flexible also. Okay, that is stretching muscles. And the second one is strengthening muscles. When we hold a posture, the muscle becomes strong, right? For example, plank pose. So in the plank pose, the core muscles are working. And the warrior pose, that is Virabhadrasana, in that Virabhadrasana, our leg muscles become strong when we hold the pose. That is strengthening muscles. Balancing muscles. Some muscles contract and some muscles are relaxed. So these create balance. For example, tree pose, Vrikshasana. So in the tree pose, one leg is contraction, other leg is relaxed. Right? These creates a balance so that full body is in coordination. And last one is muscle endurance, means holding power. So when you hold a pose for longer time, muscles gain endurance, means muscles gain holding power. For example, holding plank for 20 to 30 seconds so that your muscles gain more holding power. So why do beginners feel pain after yoga? Because their muscles are not used to stretching and strengthening. So after regular practice of yoga, their muscles are become comfortable and strong. So that is muscle tissue. The second one is nervous tissue. So nervous tissue is a special tissue that carries messages between your brain and body. For example, brain is like a teacher and body is like a student. So when your teacher gives instructions, the student should follow, right? Same as when your brain gives instructions, your body follow that instructions. So nervous tissue is the messenger in between them. So, what does nervous tissue do? It receives information, processes in brain, and gives response. For example, you touch something hot, then immediately your skin sends signals to brain. Then brain understand, oh, this is hot. And then brain tells, then your hand move away from hot, right? So it receives information and it processes in the brain and it gives response. So nervous tissue helps you feel, you think and you act. So in the breathing process, how these nervous system act. So when you're stressed, how is your breath? It is fast, right? When you do slow breathing, your brain gets signals, relax. For example, Anlom Vilam Pranayama. So in Anlom Vilam Pranayama, the breathing process is very slow, right? So in that process, the brain gets signals, relax. So breath is a remote control of your nervous system. And balanced asanas. Example, tree pose, vrikshasana. Why tree pose is difficult to balance? Because nervous system is trying to control your body. This tree pose improves coordination, increases concentration and also activate brain and body connection. So when you balance your body, that means you train your brain. Yoga is not just move your body, it control your nervous system also. So when you do yoga, be aware what you do in the practice because it can affect your whole nervous system. That is all nervous tissue. When you stretch in yoga, what stops you from getting too far? Why does not your body just tear? That control and support system comes from connective tissue. So, what is connective tissue? Connective tissue is the tissue that connects and supports and holds everything in the body together. Like threads holding a dress together, same way connective tissue holds your body together. So these are three types. The first one is ligaments. These ligaments connect bone to bone and also helps joints stay stable. For example, knee joint and ankle joint. And second one is tendons. Tendons connect muscle to bone. It helps muscles move bones. For example, when muscle pulls, tendons helps movement. Third one is fascia. This is like a thin sheet covering your muscles. For example, like a plastic cover wrapping everything inside, same way, these fascia thin sheet covering your muscles. Okay, this is what becomes tight when your body feels stiff. Why some people are flexible and why some people are stiff? It depends lot on connective tissue. When the connective tissue is tight, the body may get stiffness. When the connective tissue is flexible, then the body get easy movement. How yoga works on this connective tissue? When you hold a yoga pose for longer time, this connective tissue slowly stretches. They stretch slower than muscles, that's why we hold poses. For example, Padahastasana, forward bend. So, in that, when you bend forward and hold that pose, your hamstrings, fascia, and ligaments are stretching. When you rush in that pose, only muscles are work. But when you hold that pose, connective tissue also work and improves. And another example is butterfly pose. This opens hip joint and stretches ligaments. So during butterfly pose, you feel stretch in your inner thighs. That means your connective tissue is working. So if your body feels stiff in the morning, that means that is a tight connective tissue. So regular yoga makes your body feel light and flexible. So muscle gives strength, but connective tissue give flexibility and stability. So now you all are know where flexibility comes from. When you touch your skin, what are you touching? You are touching epithelial tissue, the protective layer of your body. So, epithelial tissue is the tissue that covers and protects our body. Example, skin, inside of mouth and inside of stomach. It is like a cover or shield for your body. So the functions of epithelial tissue is protection. It protects our body from dust, bacteria and injury. Example, skin protects internal organs. And second one is absorption. In some parts, it absorbs nutrients. Example, in stomach and intestine helps to absorb food. And third one is secretion. It also produces useful substances like sweat and oil. So how yoga works on this epithelial tissue? So when you practice yoga regularly, your skin becomes strong and healthier due to better blood circulation and more oxygen supply. That's why after yoga your skin look fresh. So what happens when doing Surya Namaskara? So after doing Surya Namaskara, we sweat, right? So sweat helps to remove toxins through epithelial tissue. So it detox your body. So you may get healthy skin. Absorption and digestion. Epithelial tissue inside stomach helps in digestion and absorption. So yoga helps in improving digestion and also increasing blood flow to digestive organs. For example, Pavanamuktasana and Bhujangasana is directly work on the epithelial tissue inside stomach. So, your skin is not just beauty, it is a living tissue, and yoga keeps it healthy from inside. So, yoga gives natural glow because it improves epithelial tissue. So, today we learn about tissues, the building blocks of our body. So, every moment in yoga is not just work on externally, it working deeply on our tissues. So next time when you practice yoga, remember you are not stretching your body, you are improving your tissues from inside. So these all are the tissues. I hope you all are understand the concept. If you have any doubts, please ask in the comment section. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you.